Alright, good evening. This is Dare to Disagree. Since I'm forced to do this intro, I'm gonna fucking do a lousy job at it. So, hello, this is Alone in the Dark. Who's everybody else here?
I'm Puppet Master. Ah!
Cold conscience, yeah, bitch.
So chemical.
And that's our very own Jay Esther over there who is having technical difficulties. Probably
Again.
a stupid motherfucker. Like, that's the issue with this guy. But we're gonna talk about, well, Puppet Master, you got your topic first?
Yeah. Alright, so check it out. I went to a restaurant with my family. I ordered myself a beer because she kind of forced, well, she asked me if I wanted a beer, and of course, I'm not going to say no. So I ordered a tall Coors Light, right? She brings me a tall Coors Light, but it's only full about 7/8 of the way, and the rest is foam, right? Head, right? Not the good head, just head. Right? And I sat there and I stared at this beer as I watched the foam, just kind of dissipate, hoping that it would rise to the level that I wanted it at, since I'm paying 3 times what the fucking beer is worth anyway, right?
Yep.
It didn't happen. So I didn't drink any of it. The lady came to the table and I said, hey, would it be too much to ask if you fill this up? And she was like, well, our policy is, to fill it up that much and then, that much foam, because the foam is what gives it its flavor. Knowing that this lady's probably right if we're talking about, say, Guinness, but we're talking about a fucking Coors Light, and there is nothing that's going to add flavor to a Coors Light. I know this. Any guy that's been drinking beer as long as I have knows this. And I was like, all right. So she goes, I'll take it up and have to fill it up just a little bit more. So the lady fills it up just a tiny bit more, and she says she can't fill it up that much more because she doesn't want to get in trouble. That right there tells me it has nothing to do with the flavor. It's all about how much beer she's putting in the fucking glass. So I'm not going to tell you the name of this restaurant. It might be Schmapplebee's, but it might not. And I'm a little furious to the point where I didn't even order a second beer. Normally I'd have had like 3 while I was there, because I'm not going to pay for 7/8 of a fucking beer. It's just not going to fucking happen more than once. Just not. That's my rant. I'm just a little upset that she tried to justify it by telling me that the foam adds flavor to my Coors Light, when I know damn well that it tastes just the same with or without foam. It probably actually tastes a little worse with foam. And where I'm from, anytime you have head on a beer, that means you pour beer like shit.
Yep.
So, just saying. Alright, now I'm done.
Who the fuck shorts someone on Coors Light? It's not that we're talking about Black Label right here. Like,
But, oh man, she had me so pissed.
but like 6 cents a beer is probably what that cost them right there. And they're shorting somebody on it. You know what I mean? That's fucking bullshit. I wonder if that was watered down too. They waste the time watering down a Coors Light more than they already are.
Look, man, that's the reason I drink that is, one, I feel like I'm drinking beer, even though I know I could drink 10 times what I could any other drink and still be okay. So, it's good.
Applebee's is pretty fucking terrible. I
said Schmapplebee's, man.
Schmapplebee's? Well, I don't know what a Schmapplebee's is, but just in, reference to that, sounds like Applebee's. Applebee's is pretty goddamn terrible. I've never been to Applebee's yet where they fucking fully cook my steak. Motherfucker, I asked for goddamn well done. Listen. Listen here, ladies and gentlemen. When black people say well done, for all you waiters and waitresses out there, we want our shit burnt. We don't mean fucking well done and some restaurant inside. No, fucking, when we say well done, we mean well done. If we don't get it there, we're gonna send it back, goddammit. And you might spin in it, you might do something to it, but when it come back out, it better be fucking well done. Or I'm taking the fucking AK to the place. I'm done.
Now, I'm not saying you're gonna get a decent cut of steak at a freaking Applebee's, but
No.
ordering a steak well done is just terrible, man. Terrible.
What are you talking about?
It's just roast meat, man. It's freaking awful. You know what I mean? It's like getting like really nice food and then pouring ketchup on it. That's what.
My kids do that to everything, man. That shit pisses me off.
You might be right, but I don't know. I'm just always I've been a well done guy. I had a guy. He was Caucasian. I had him try to explain to me why I shouldn't get well done. I proceeded to tell him shut the fuck up, kinda. I was just basically like, listen here, buddy. I'm black. You're Caucasian. You don't want to get into this fight because Jesse Jackson. You don't want. Just let me fucking get my well done steak. And leave me the fuck alone, okay? I was out. It was a date. It was a high price date. I was already mad because I get no ass out of it, and I'm paying about fucking $94 for this fucking shit. And I got somebody in my ear breathing, making the inside of my ear sweat. Talking about you gonna get that meat up? No, bitch, I'm not. Let me get my well done and leave me the fuck alone. I mean, if it was you on the other hand. I understand. You're explaining more to me now, and I'm willing to listen. But I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not a racist, but sometimes Caucasian people just stick their nose where it don't belong. and not to be racist, it just doesn't belong in my business. Motherfucker, I want well done. Are you getting well done? Then leave me the fuck alone.
Hey, wait, while we're on race real quick,
Yeah.
I want to talk about a race trade. I want to negotiate. I want Kevin Hart. Who do you guys want?
I want Jennifer Aniston because she's hot.
Huh?
Done. You can have her.
Oh, hold on now. Hold on. Jennifer.
Hey, listen.
Look, man.
How about this? Can we trade? Listen. All right, I was gonna try to trade for fucking Waka Flocka or somebody, but I know it's not a good trade for him. That's not really the best trade.
So wait a second. You want to give me Kevin Hart and make me also take Waka Flocka, and then we'll.
No, because we need Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart. Now, matter of fact, how about this? Make a good trade. We can't give you Kevin Hart. We give you Don Cheadle though. I don't know. He's on the fence with me. We give you that. Come on.
Kevin Hart has me almost pissing my pants every time I see that guy, man. That shit's so funny. I'm in tears all the time, man.
Jesus Christ. Well, I think we've got our rants on. We probably should go to an actual topic.
Yep.
Alone in the dark. Do what you do.
No, I did want to talk about freaking Jonathan Esther's thing because I don't know. I'm not 100% sure where he's going to go with it, so it kind of sucks that he's not freaking here. But there has been like a debate now that all of a sudden, these thigh gaps. Like I think the Chive had it, where I think it was Mind the Gap or something like that, where it showed these girls with these freaking thigh gaps, right? And I will say myself, it is one of the beautiful things I've ever seen. Let me show you specifically what I'm talking about here. If I can.
Hey, listen, you sold me that thigh, but go ahead.
But now all of a sudden, people are acting like it's a bad thing. Like these women are freaking, what do you call it? Anorexic or shit like that. They got eating disorders. And no, I mean that's not all women. Okay, there is women who don't, no matter how freaking fit they get, that might not appear. My wife is probably one of them. These packing women's got some fucking thighs, you know what I'm saying? But they're acting like this is suddenly a fucking bad thing, and I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Like where all of a sudden people turned on this shit when people were fucking loving it forever. Let me show you a specific. Here we go. This is perfect right here. Where's my screen sharing?
Should be on the side. Sorry, I know that was a rhetorical question.
Present to everybody. See, that's the thigh gap everyone's talking about, okay?
Okay.
And I don't know where the fuck everybody's suddenly getting a problem with that. How is there possibly a problem with that? That's just how it's built,
The problem is it's probably been a black guy in there. It's probably why the gap is so big.
No wow.
More than likely. That's why. See, look, once you go black, apparently you can't close your legs anymore.
But it's just I don't get it, man. I don't understand. Like to me, I love seeing the freaking machinery of how a fucking woman operates. You know what I mean? Like you see a woman doing exercises in the gym and shit like that, a fit woman where you could actually see her muscle. Like, god damn! Now I'm talking about one of those muscly fucking freaks. You know what I'm saying? Which if you're a woman and you're going to be fucking He-Man, that's your deal. You know, it's not what I enjoy, but if that's what you're going for, I give you total props. You know what I mean? But I don't get it, man. I just don't get what the fucking sudden problem is with it. You know, like it.
So, actually, people actually like really complain about this because this is news to me, actually.
They're throwing a fit, acting like these bitches are starving themselves. That's not a starving woman. That's just. I mean, now don't mind. You know that there is women with eating disorders, but that's a totally different type of look. You know, let me. That's not what these women are. You know, the only person who would call these women anorexic are freaking fat chicks or guys who can't get anything but fat chicks, so they have to talk down to these fucking women to feel better.
Yep.
That's pretty hilarious.
I gotta find one that I could actually show a picture of. Well, these, god damn, these ones look horrific. No.
So was Dave complaining about it, or where was he? Well,
I don't know. I mean, I knew the controversy. I don't know what fucking side of it he stands on, though. You know.
Have you met him? He's standing on the side you're standing on. He likes it. He's a perv. What do you want?
And that's something.
Well, I don't know. I haven't known Dave to take one side or the other since I met him.
Yeah. Rides a fucking fence, like nobody's business. Let me see here.
He's got a lifetime membership to sitting on the fence.
yeah. Apparently. Probably why he walks like that.
Man, you can say anything. Like, I think we should bring back slavery. And he's like, I see your point.
I see why we should, because you know people are like, really. I mean, let's be honest. He's been in slavery for about 30-something years of his life, so I mean, you know,
Yeah.
that house ain't nothing but slavery. don't let me get on that. Continue what you were saying.
I'm not finding any pictures I could show, but there's a definite difference between a woman who's anorexic and one who's either.
Did you just Google anorexic thigh gaps?
No, I'm anorexic. Shit, but for some reason, all these anorexic women have their titties out. Like,
Oh.
nobody fucking put that shit away. But that's a totally different thing. And that's a thing that bothers me. I keep seeing it. You'll see a really in-shape woman, women winning fitness awards, and then there'll be bitches posting shit on there like, you need to get a sandwich, you need to eat something. But I never want to be like that. Bitch, you never will be like that. Shut the fuck up. Like, what do you think? I don't see a picture of young fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger like, man, I never want to look like that shit. No, I know it's not going to happen. You don't see, every now and then, really rarely, you'll see a guy who's just being a fucking punk, you know what I mean? But it happens all the time with these freaking in-shape women getting talked down to by women who should just shut the fuck up. Okay? That's ridiculous.
Hey, the wife said that thigh gaps don't count if you got to spread your butt cheeks to show it.
I'm not going to tell any woman that. That's what she's got to do. I'm not going to stop her, you know what I'm saying? But, I don't know, man. It's just ridiculous to me. And it's kind of like this whole re-envisioning history. Like, you guys see that Marilyn Monroe picture? Like, she used to be a size 14. The fuck she ever was. Marilyn Monroe 14. Never. Like, they said I think she was a size 2, but it was hard to dress her because of her, you know, she had crazy fucking curves. She had big tits, big thighs, and a really tiny waist. She was never a size 14, okay? That's just not true. It's fucking factually untrue. She was never a freaking big woman. She was very skinny, even by today's standards. You know, she had big breasts, which kind of stuck her out for that time frame, and she had no problem showing them, which again was, you know, pretty rare for that day. But she wasn't a fucking size 14. Look at this one. Does this look like a size 14 to you?
You know, Marilyn Monroe wasn't even that attractive. Good.
That is not size 14 anywhere. Okay? Bullshit. Let me find an actual size 14. Well, hold on. Let me turn this off. My
No! You just never know what's gonna pop up.
Yeah, size, and then you just last thing we need, fucking copyright infringements.
The first thing I do when I get a computer is turn Safe Search off, and that's a hit or miss right there, you know.
So, I wouldn't want to know what came out of that or what comes out of that.
Which
Pause on that.
Don't get me wrong. If you're a big girl, that's totally up to you. I don't mind somebody being big and
I do.
Proud of being big. Okay.
Hate it.
But don't talk down to fucking bitches who are not big. Okay. And number two, another big thing that's happened is don't pretend that shit's healthy. Like there's this new wave of fucking feminism coming out that freaking you could be as fat as you want and all those things about how it damages your health is lies. No, like quit fucking blowing smoke. Then don't.
Hey, everybody's a winner, man. Just cut it out.
If you want to do that, that's your business. I do a whole lot of shit that's bad for my health too. That motorcycle has a way better chance of killing me than you beat for being fat. So don't think I'm talking down to you because you're doing something dangerous or for your body or unhealthy. I do a lot of unhealthy shit. Okay? But don't pretend it's not unhealthy. I'm not running around telling people, oh shit, motorcycling's the safest fucking thing, safest mode of transportation you could find. Get your 6-year-old kid on a fucking Gixxer 1000. He'll freaking be safe as fuck, you know? No, that's my big problem with this whole thing. I totally am happy if you're big and you're happy with yourself. But number one, don't lie about the fucking health issues, okay? If you're taking those things, that's your business, you know? And number two, don't talk down to bitches who ain't fat. That's the
number three, don't be a burden to everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Number four, don't be fat.
And this is something I brought up back in the South that pissed people off to no end when they were bitching about illegal immigration, okay? At the very most, they estimate that illegal immigration costs the U.S. $22 to $66 million a year, okay? Now, it's a really hard number to track down just because it's, you know, these people are illegal. We don't know exactly what their cost. We can't really find the actual numbers. But other studies are saying that they actually provide a benefit to us. But at the most, what they cost the U.S. is $22 to $66 million, okay? And people throw a fit about it, how that's crushing our fucking economy, okay? Being fat costs like $340 fucking billion a year to the U.S. And there is slews of fat people in the South. So I'll see people bitching about it. It's like, well, hold on a second. You realize you being fat costs me way more than it costs to have illegals here. Like, way more. I mean, orders of magnitude. And here you are bitching about how much this is coming out of your pocket. You being fat's coming out of my pocket. I'm not complaining about it. You know, do your fucking thing. Don't bitch about these people running from fucking ass countries, okay? Like it's just fucking ignorant, you know? At least don't take that. Don't take this fucking I'm mad about it because it's costing me money angle when you're costing me way more fucking money, okay?
Oh Lord, just Dude, this is why you shouldn't be fat.
This has been a spontaneous ass rant.
Yeah, it's been a spontaneous show. It's just like fucking popping in and out. Just, who knows where this show is going at this point? It's fucking Jonathan Esther. What the fuck is he doing?
I think he told Alone in the Dark to send another invite.
What are you on?
He's on. He's online. He's just quiet. He's still got the picture of my car. Did I tell you guys what happened with that car?
He sold it.
Okay, no, let's look at the whole story down, okay?
Wait, is that the one? Is that the one from back in the day?
No, that's not mine. That was his, okay? He bought that shit.
Hold on, Alan. Alone in the Dark. Before you start, I have to let you guys know. I was there at the beginning when he bought the car, and I told him, "Do not buy it." And he didn't listen, and now he owes it to Alan. I mean, Alone in the Dark. Go ahead, Alone in the Dark.
Didn't he buy it from some fucking crackhead or some tweaker?
We go to the Giant in Baltimore. I see this guy. It's a white kid. He looks like Calvin from the Calvin and Hobbes commercial. Comic strips. He was completely cracked out. I look at Jonathan. This is like, you gonna buy from him? He's like, yeah. The guy's just like stuttering, like he can't stay still. He's like, hey man, you got the money? Like we're doing a drug transaction. I'm like, you're really gonna buy a car from this guy? He's like, yeah, I could trust him. He's good. He buys the car. We drive out to D.C. one time in that car. One time. A week later, the thing's broke down. I'm gonna fix it up. He doesn't fix it up. I owe to Alan now. Alone in the dark.
I bet him. This is the simple bet me and him had. Okay? My bet was if you show up every time. I can't remember what we were doing. I think it was something stupid like playing games online or something like that. Like he kept fucking me. Like, hey dude, I'll play on Tuesday. I'm there on Tuesday, and his ass doesn't show up. Ignore my phone calls. Ignore my texts. Shit like that. It's fucking typical goddamn Jonathan Esther. Okay? So finally, I told him, let's make a bet on this shit, man. Okay? I'll bet you all of my game systems. And this was back when like PS3 and Xbox 360 just came out. I'll bet you all of this shit against your car, that car in that picture, that you will not show up on time for like 1 month straight. Okay, we'll have a schedule, 2-3 days a week. You show up. Is he fucking texting us? No, never mind. You show up. If you show up on time every time, or you have a valid excuse like, hey, Noemi's in the hospital, or something like that, then you get all my shit. If you don't, you owe me your fucking car. Okay? You guys probably understand how that played out. I think it only went like a week and a half, and he fucked up. Okay? So he owed me that car. But of course it was broken down now. The fucking engine was blown or some shit like that. So I was like, whatever. We'll figure this shit out. It's across the fucking country from me. We'll figure it out. Well, one day he comes down to visit us, and I think we're out at dinner, right? We're out at dinner. We're talking about, I'm like, hey, whatever happened to my car, man? Oh, yeah, I took that down to the junkyard, got like $300 out of it. Where's my $300? Never seen a fucking side of that fucking money ever since, man. Didn't tell me he was taking it to the junkyard. Nothing. Just fucking crushed it and spent the money.
Yeah, that car's pretty goddamn terrible. It broke down. I'll never forget the fucking day that his mother got fed up with the shit, and me, Frank, and Eddie didn't really do much. But me, Frank, and Eddie, and John Esther was out there pushing that fucking car. Now, he was thinking like, oh, pushing that's not a problem. He was pushing out the drive-through, and you turn the wheel. Whatever he fucking did, the wheel got stuck, and he couldn't get it to really turn all the way. So for the next 3 hours, we had to push it back and forth until it turned kind of like manually, kind of like the fucking, it's some type of theory. I forgot the fucking theory name. Where it's like, the fucking, I can't fucking think of it because I'm black. But anyway. Anyway, we had to keep pushing this car in and out. We're fucking the driveway, in and out, until it turned kind of by itself. And we had to push this motherfucker back and forth. And then his mother said, no, it's good, it's okay, you can just stay in the parking lot. Then we had to push that motherfucker back and forth again, and it was just terrible. It was a piece of junk. I drove in it once. And it drove pretty fast, and it broke down a couple of times as it was on the road. But we got to our destination long enough. Took us long enough, but we got there.
Well, good thing I didn't get that fucking thing. At least I could have got the crushing fee. Jesus Christ, got the scrap metal money.
Yeah, that car pretty terrible, pretty goddamn bad.
So,
all they had going for the fact that it was a Thunderbird. That was it.
So Jay Esther, man. You hear our thigh gap conversation? Was that what you were going for?
Yeah, I caught bits and pieces of it. To an extent, for me, I just didn't understand why it was even an issue. Because the way I looked at it, I was like, when I first saw it, I was like, oh man, another reason. I mean, I already had butts and tits, but you want to give me more reasons to love women? Fuck it, I'll take it. But then, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, people just came out with this whole. There was this argument that, one, it was genetic, another thing, which it is partially genetic. Some people just can't get it, period. And two, like you hit on it, people were like, it's unhealthy. It's like these women are being given another standard, which is ridiculous and like out of their reach, which kind of made me laugh because I was like, motherfucker, Cosmopolitan comes out every month. What do you mean they need another standard to hate? They have plenty to hate themselves for. Like, you pick that magazine up, there is no chick that can live up to any of this. Like, here's a real conversation I heard between two 67-year-old women at my job. Hey, I got a question for you. Woman number 2, what is it? There's this Body Lab box for weight loss. I want to buy it, but before I buy it, I want to ask your opinion on it. Okay, woman number 2 responds. Woman number 1 goes, well, has anybody said anything positive or negative about it? Woman number 2, 67 years old, might I add, responds, no, I haven't heard much about it, but J-Lo uses it, so ... To which I stopped what I was doing and turned, and I was like, excuse me, what does that mean? And she was like, what? I was like, what does that mean, what you just said? So J-Lo uses it, so... Well, I'm saying J-Lo uses it, therefore it works better. You understand they pay her to do that. She has trainers and dietitians and a whole thing, not just this box. To which the woman responds to me, she's like, okay, I'll buy it anyway. If J-Lo uses it, it's got to be good. So, I mean, it's not like women need more reasons to be stupid or told they're not pretty. They do a pretty fine job themselves. I didn't understand what the rage was on this one, and really, too, I was curious if y'all motherfuckers thought it was as hot as I did.
Here's my problem, right? Here's my problem. See, if you didn't catch the beginning of my rant, you are like them Caucasian people. Why the fuck is it your business? One, to begin with, you probably should be punched in the face for getting in their business. That's first and foremost to my rant. Who gives a fuck what them old women think? They're probably gonna be dead anyway soon. That's just my thought of it. Who gives a fuck? I'm not gonna turn around like, hey, what does that mean? You stick your nose where it don't belong. It doesn't fucking matter what they think. That's my problem. You don't like some of those goddamn people at my job. Let me go to a rant. You got me going now. Let me tell you, you're like those people at my job, those customers at my job, they always have a joke that's not fucking funny. Like for instance, I lock the carts up usually at night, right? Usually at night. Mm-hmm. And I grabbed it, it's chains on the cart. You can't see where this is going, right? It's chains on the fucking cart. This white guy comes up behind me like, man, those chains are heavy, aren't they? Yeah, motherfucker! What are you trying to say? Yes, these chains are heavy. What are you trying to say so I can punch you in the face? Listen, I've been listening to too much goddamn Kendrick Lamar lately. I've been listening to a little bit to Pimp a Butterfly to sit here and listen to this shit all day. I don't tell me as far as I'm concerned. And then you have another person that walks by, and we have this place where it's like you order food, you order your stuff, shit online, and you come pick it up. And this, I mean, she's white. I'm sorry, but she walks past, and one of my coworkers are sitting in it. He's black. She's sitting in it. And she's like, "Oh, are you for sale too, bitch? What the fuck? What does that mean? She's for sale? He might be. So what?" I just had to get to that rant, basically to say that I've listened to too much Kendrick Lamar to deal with this bullshit, and you shouldn't be in white people's business. It's black people, apparently I can't see white people, black and white people. White people like this get punched in the fucking face. I'm done. Matter of fact, I'm out here.
This is what they're talking about. This rap music is just bad for our youth. You know what I mean?
Point, man. Point.
He's probably over there getting in a fight with his father right now.
You know what's funny? You know what I've been thinking about? I meant to bring up to you guys. I have to say, for the only black guy I know with a father, you're fucking aggro, yo. Like, you would think you had to make up for not having parents, but nah, you've had a great existence. So much rage.
It's my friend's the title belt. I never hold it on this show. Anybody wants to take this championship away from me for ranting has to come through me.
Ah, Christ. That's terrible. Terrible.
What have you done, Kendrick? What have you done?
Oh, based on that album, he's just getting started, too.
Jesus. Man,
Black Power.
And he's still pissing people off.
Serious, like, I've had to put a disclaimer on people I asked to listen to that album. Like, when they listen to it, I gotta tell them, now, just so you know, when you're done with that album, you're gonna hate white people for anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes. So just stay away from white people for a while.
That's like the equivalent of watching 12 Years as a Slave, you know? You just you know?
You walk out for a minute, you're like, man, fuck. Can't be around white folks for a bit.
Can't trust them for nothing, man. God damn. That is too funny.
That's terrible.
But you know, something you said, unattainable goals for women, which I totally agree with. There's a whole lot of bullshit women go through that is just ridiculous to me. Like the whole thing, I keep seeing women, and feminists, I got feminists in my profile going, oh my god, I went to the freaking grocery store and there was these really cute firemen there and I didn't even have my makeup on. What? Okay, you're married, you got kids, you're not going to be able to fuck these guys. Like, why does it matter if you have makeup on or not, you know? Like, I don't have makeup on at all, I don't give a shit, you know? If I go to the store and goddamn my Walmart gear with a fucking white t-shirt and sweatpants, I don't give a shit what I find there. You know, if I see a beautiful woman, I'm gonna look at her ass just like I would if I was in a suit. That's it. You know, it doesn't take me being dressed up to appreciate this bitch here. So I don't fucking get it. But that's not only one-sided. Okay, like a lot of women are mad that, hey, these guys don't want us to be fat. Which, okay, as I said before, that's your right to do it. But a guy doesn't have to freaking be attracted to you no matter what you look like, okay? If a guy doesn't like fat chicks, that's his fucking right, okay? That's his business, okay? Go date black guys like freaking all the other women do. Get pissed off about it, or not pissed off, but judgment about it is, oh, I can't date him, he's too short. A guy can't fucking change that. If you're fat, you could get skinny, okay? If you're short, you're staying short, or you're gonna look fucking goofy trying to fix that shit, okay? Wearing those platform shoes that you think you're doing.
And disco's dead, so you can't even pull that off no more comfortably.
That's popular. Women talk about that shit all the time. Oh, that guy's freaking as tall as me. I'm not dating him. That's totally, and it's your right, woman. It's totally your right not to date some short dude if that's not what you're into. But don't get mad at this dude over here who doesn't date fat chicks. If a woman's heavier than me, I'm not fucking dating her. Okay? If you're breaking 195 pounds, no. I'm sorry. You're probably a really nice girl. You know, keep up with those fucking arts degree.
Got a great sense of humor.
You would probably keep me warm at night.
Yeah.
I'll probably fucking roll over you and suffocate you.
I don't like how tall a woman is. Okay, my wife's short. I think about it all the time just because my fucking neck and back is hurting dealing with this short bitch. Okay. Some WNBA star comes to make out. I'm fucking down. You know what I mean? But
I just think it's funny that women think it's fat or skinny is gonna change. Men are still gonna look at you. What's that running joke? Like, all it takes for a broad to get a dude is to say yes.
Yeah.
Like, a guy has to work. Girls ain't got. I've dealt with so many women who are like, oh my god, it's so hard to find a man. No, it isn't. No, it's so hard to find a good man. Do you have a man that's a friend? Yeah, he's trying to fuck you.
Exactly.
Right there. There's your good man right there. You pick the one that seems the most attentive that you haven't slept with. I assure you, he won't turn you down.
Yeah, cause I'm pretty sure if a woman goes outside and yells, somebody come get this pussy, somebody is running right now.
People are gonna be like, "Is she serious? She's serious?"
you get that doubt look where people start like, who me? Who him? Me? Oh me? All right, jog over.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you could be in the fucking middle of the desert, and motherfuckers pop up out the sand, like.
Like a bunch of meerkats.
Some dude like 3 miles away with a camel. Ishmael, get on the camel, go, go, go!
Yeah, just smacking the camel, just riding. You heard about pussy? Make sure we all heard the same thing. That's it. Just line with the same shit. I'd probably be one of them, but it's another story for another day.
But that's my thing. I really don't understand, and I've seen. I actually had one chick get real pissed off at me at a party, and it really had nothing to do with what she looked like. I was actually just aiming to get another girl at the time. I was working one angle, and this girl came up to me and said something. No, I don't want to spend any time with you. I pushed her off, and she got fucking pissed. Told my friends that I said something bad about her weight. I didn't say shit other than go away. I'm working a fucking angle here,
It ain't yours.
But she got fucking furious that I didn't go. And guys deal with rejection fucking all the time, man. Constantly, And it's just something you have to deal with. But when you reject a woman, yeah, it's terrible. Even now that I'm married, okay, if my wife says I don't want to fuck tonight, I'm like, okay, god damn it. If I tell her, no, I want to fuck tonight, I'm in trouble. Okay. There's something wrong. Have I gained weight, or is there?
We've all been there. We've all been there, except for Cold Conscience. Cold Conscience is busy having girls ducking inside his yard.
Cold Conscience is sitting there like, what, you actually say no? What's wrong with you?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I mean,
he's like, I say no, and I still do it.
I mean, I don't really get the chance to say no because they find out. You know what I'm saying? They usually find them fucking somebody else anyway. So. But go ahead.
Rude.
Yeah, rude.
And I don't know what y'all talking about. I've never said no. I just fake it.
Speaking of, what is the story? You heard the story about the dude that kept fucking until his dick burst?
No, and I don't want to get this fucking. Shut the fuck up right now.
That's one way to go. Nah, man, fact.
No.
You feel free to Google it, dog.
No, I'm probably the only person that never watched two chicks in the cup.
Oh no, you Google that, you might end up on the Brazers site.
You're a wise man.
Now I'm way past doing this, but this is immediately what I got in my head. You're talking about some girl just saying, "Someone come fuck me." This would be the reaction right here. It just took me forever to find it.
This motherfucker. Wait, no, that one? Who, me?
That's how it be, yeah.
Like, you gonna have to pick one of us. I don't know which one.
I think it's that guy.
Hilarious.
I'm not sure if it's racist that all the black guys are playing in center field because they are the fastest, I believe. But the played outfield the fastest. I'm not sure if that's racist or not. Well, he's probably like the first guy just walking off. But
we've been keeping black people in fields for years.
yeah.
Terrible. Just terrible. Terrible.
Christ. I can't let that slide because Kendrick Lamar, so I can't let it. To pimp the butterfly, man. Any other day, give me like 3 more months, and and then I'll probably laugh a little more.
I will say though, man, that album took me completely by surprise. I had no idea that shit was coming. And once it happened, it was like that was the fucking like when you have your final meal and you got to really think about what do I really want to eat. That's like somebody bringing you your final meal, and it turns out that was perfectly what you fucking want.
Kind of like how all my dates end.
Motherfucker walks up to the table with a box. Hey, honey, reach into this box right here. Oh my God, why is there a hole at the bottom? You'll see.
We'll find out. No, seriously though, we haven't talked about any good fucking topic. This has been basically why I repent. Jesus.
Drifting around, man. It's that tonight's been a drifting around night. Everybody got stuff. Kendrick got everybody on their heels, man.
Jesus, exactly, man. I couldn't with that shit.
No, I haven't. Honestly, I've heard it. It's pretty. It's pretty. Yeah.
It's a heavy album, man.
The cover art itself is like Christ.
Have you seen the cover art Alone in the Dark?
Yeah. When I got that shit, it came with
when you bought it, yeah.
I'm about to put that shit on a T-shirt and walk into my job with it. I go to my job every day just meme mugging, just blasting that through my headphones, just meme mugging, just mugging. Like, how you doing, motherfucker?
I'm gonna tell you this, man. My use of the phrase "this dick ain't free" has increased exponentially in the last 2 days.
I know it is.
For real. That ain't free.
It's free for me. It's free for all of us.
But anyway, who's got their party shots? We wore this episode out.
Sure.
We didn't even cover your topic. You know that, right?
Yeah, we'll
We'll do it another time.
Alright.
I gotta write that shit down so I remember.
Indeed. My parting shot is, thank you, whatever the day may brings, because the day apparently brought digits. So I'm pretty goddamn happy.
Man, you've been working that fucking angle.
For a while, I had to come up with something else, and I came up with something else. My life is in shambles. Oh, let me get on that rant. Oh my God. Listen, Jonathan Esther, listen, I understand that you want your baby shit. I will send it to you. Your baby shit will get there. I'm not talking about literal shit for people who are small-minded. Your stuff will get there. Just my life has been really. I'm trying.
Oh no,
okay?
dude, we ain't call you. We know what's going on. We know how it gets. So we just left it alone.
Yeah.
As long as it gets here before next year, we got no complaints.
It might not, but hey.
Man, you can still. I'm pretty sure Dave still has presents for my kid in the back of his car from like 3 fucking years ago.
Yo, I got presents for your kids from like a year and a half ago. That's as far as it goes. Still sitting in my room. Like my kid is eyeing those toys now. And it breaks her heart every time I tell her she can't have it.
Jesus, that's pretty.
No, I gotta give this rattle to that 5-year-old. Fucking little block toy and shit like that.
Hey, nah, that joint still holds. I'm gonna say, man, as far as gifts go, that joint still holds up. I think that bro's gonna love it.
Yeah, we'll see. I remember when you got like a freaking full-body necklace for my wife, and
I thought you would like, man. That was for, man. You know what? That's the last time I try to help a brother out. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, I could have beat her with it. That would have been the only shit. But
she's like, look, man. That whole thing. She used to belly dance, right? I thought that would be right up your alley.
No.
Clearly. Now we know. No.
Jesus Christ.
I sent him one of those. I sent his wife one of those belly dancing things for his freaking thing, and of course not. He was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, yo, my bad. It's the last time I try to help.
Belly dancing, man. I think he just got some funky ass shit. You know what? Fuck you. Anyways, who's next?
Alright. Hey, this is Pub Master. Let me tell you, Alex with an I, female server at Schmapplebee's. Hey, don't tell somebody that the foam at the top of a Coors Light adds flavor just so you don't have to fill my fucking glass up. I pay you $8 for a goddamn 22-ounce fucking beer. I need 22 ounces. That's simple.
Next time you bring a measuring cup, man. 22 ounces, fucking pour that shit in there. This looks like fucking 20 and a half to me, bitch. Who's that? What about you, Mr. Esther?
Man, I ain't really got no parting shots. Just Kendrick Lamar, man. I'm just recovering. I'm just unloading that freaking album.
This shit's devastating people.
For real, dude. It's like the whole freaking game. It's like Control, the track that he dropped, but an album.
You know what I wish I could more numbers, like more data going all the time to like watch Kendrick Lamar's new album drops. So much more percentage of black people get fired during the next
like, there's got to be a correlation, man. Some black dude walks up into his freaking hedge fund job. His white boss like, "How was your weekend there, Duran?" "Fuck you!"
Fuck you,
I'm like, well,
U.S. or something like that. U.S. You guys turned that against us.
You know that's actually so funny because the manager who I really don't get along with, I thought she was gonna be there Tuesday because usually Tuesdays I close and she closes. I went to work ready to get fired. Put it like that. I was like, she has one time before I call her all types of crackers.
Just 0 to 100 real quick.
0 and fucking pancake mix. It was pretty goddamn bad. Luckily,
I gotta be honest. I've never heard a girl get called pancake mix. That's new one for me.
Pancake mix because she's just fucking a pancake. Luckily for me, she wasn't there. So
yeah, no parting shots.
And yeah, man, I'm just telling you, parents, please watch out what you let your kids listen to, okay? And don't let them touch that fucking album. As much as I love it, that's a fucking danger to fucking mankind right now. It's a goddamn weapon of mass destruction. What about you, Mr. Chemical? You got anything to say?
Yeah, I got something.
Oh shit.
I got two things. Well, one, I just want your sister-in-law to know I won't put this on the air. I am trying. I'm only going to Turkey. I've given up. I only have the finest of women cooking turkey for me. Turkey bacon, turkey burgers, no pork. I want you. Why can't we just be friends? Anything. And my second thing is April 15th is coming, so tax season's almost over. The
world will be right again.
I will say one thing funny about that album, man. It has been funny watching white reviewers watch how they word their reviews for that album.
Dude, that's playing with fucking fire, man.
It's been real entertaining watching them just pick their word. Like, the best one I saw was that Rolling Stones article I shared with you guys. That was probably the best worded one from a white guy. But some other ones were I'll see if I can find some of these train wrecks and post them on Dare to Disagree. It was pretty funny.
Hey, Kendrick Lamar album got me looking like this.
just outside at your job getting cut, just like, is that a Black Panther out there? Like, oh my god, this bitch is about to die, ain't she?
Yeah, that's supposed to be
I'm sorry. I just watched this gorgeous white blonde in an Escalade straight up driving the wrong lane of traffic. Woof.
I could just see Coke just thinking, man, I'd totally love to have a Black Panther as a pet, but I just can't see putting them on.
Life is hard.
Yeah, eventually, all me and my coworkers gonna be outside of my job just like this. Eventually, leather coats and all.
You and
picture right there, man. Pretend.
You and those brothers in Islam,
Here's the funny thing.
hanging out with them bean pies.
Yeah, here's the funny thing. They got those kids right there, but we know black kids don't take care of their kids. Come on now.
Rude.
I don't know about that.
Rude.
I can't argue with that. You know what I'm saying? I got a whole bunch of single mothers, man. Anyways, this has been the show for better or worse. Tune in next time at what time next time? Fucking Jay Esther, fucking 7:30, 7:45ish.
Yo, y'all mugs could have gone on the air, man. I was trying to jump on.
Yeah, trying very hard, you fucking piece of shit. But anyways, we'll be back here making your fucking whole week better. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Have a wonderful night.
Oh, quick shot. If any bitch out there names her kid Yves Saint Laurent, I'm kicking her in the cunt.
Yves Saint Laurent.
What?
I heard a rumor there was a chick out there that was going to name her kid Yves Saint Laurent.
Yves Saint Laurent.
Just saying.
I don't get that one.
It's a clothing brand.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really?
It's it's something Kanye said on Diamonds, right?
Yeah, exactly. And there was a rumor that some broad was gonna name her kid Yves Saint Laurent or something, and people were trying to stop that. And I was like, please do stop that.
No, I think she needs to do it, man. Because if she's that stupid, I need to know this kid is probably fucking. What's your name? Okay, good. Please get out of my office. This interview's over.
I like your face. I like your face tattoo, though.
That was like some fucking white chick was gonna name her kid Bud's Chronics.
Ah.
Just when people were saying that she was stupid, like, well, you don't understand. It's not a bad name. I'll go for it, honey. I want to know in advance.
And I also think you look good in dreadlocks, white chick.
All right, this has been the show.